decided that I was gonna do a story time today since I'm sitting here and I have a little while longer that I can film. I should just film as much as I can so that I can get some videos going for you dolls. So this story time video is gonna be about the time that I got roofied, or in other words, drugged inside of my alcoholic beverage. So let's jump in. So this may sound kind of crazy to get roofied, and I really feel like I did get roofied that night because it was just so crazy. So let's go back. This was quite a while ago, maybe about 4 years ago, if that, maybe like 3 years ago. So at the time I had a boyfriend and it was his birthday, so we were going to be going out to the club and everything like that for his birthday. His birthday as well as my best friend's birthday is in the same month and it's kind of close by, so we were going to be celebrating her birthday and his birthday, so it was going to be just like a total turn up. So it was me and my bestie, and then my friend also came to meet us, and then it was him and all of his friends were there also, and then, you know, some of their friends. So it was like a lot of people, and I was going to stay with him that night, of course. So yeah, so my friend had came to meet me at his place before we went out, and we like kind of got ready or whatever, and then we went out to a club. I will try to see if I can find pictures because one of the girls that was out, not one of my friends, but one of the girls that was out took pictures of me while I was totally out of it, and I don't know, they may still be up online, so I'll try to see. We went out to the club and the club was super packed. They were getting a section, you know, like to sit down in, but at this time we used to go out like a lot. This is when I used to go out to the clubs a lot, so we were always drinking a lot, we were always taking shots, and we never wanted to sit down at the club. Like, it didn't matter if your feet were on fire, we were on the dance floor turning up and turning up on the alcohol too. So basically what happened was they were getting the section and they were like going to sit down and stuff. So me and my friends went to the bar to go and get drinks, and we wanted shots, of course. So my bright idea, because we were waiting at the bar for a while to even get up to be able to order a drink because it was just super packed that night, that I was like, okay, whenever I get up here, I'm just gonna order me like 2 or 3 shots and I'm gonna be good for the night. Like, I'm gonna just take all my shots now instead of just coming back and forth. So that was my idea. Like, I think I ordered 2 shots at first. So I ordered my 2 shots and I think I took them, and we were drinking Patron. That was like our drink of choice. So we had Patron shots, and then in the club they were saying like, oh, we celebrating all the October birthdays because the birthdays are in October. So they were like, we're celebrating all the October birthdays. If it's your birthday this month, come up here and get a shot. So my best friend was like, come on, we have to go get me a shot. We have to go get a shot. At this point, I still remember everything. Everything was totally clear to me. It was just normal. I was good to go. We went to go and get her a shot, and then after this, I don't really remember much. Most of what I know, what I'm gonna tell you, is from what my best friend told me and my friend told me. So we went to get her the shot, but they were out. They didn't have any more liquor to give away or whatever, so she didn't get her shot. So then I was like, fuck them, I'm gonna buy you a shot. Like, I was turned up. So we went back to the bar and we were ordering more shots. So I was buying her a shot, so I was buying me a shot too, right? So whenever we ordered Patron, they didn't have any more Patron, and we ended up getting something else, like some kind of vodka, Ciroc, or Grey. I think Grey Goose was popping back then. But yeah, we got a different kind of liquor. So at this point, I mixed 2 different alcohols, which is always a bad idea unless, you know, like you're doing vodka, like Ciroc and Grey Goose. Like, it's still the same type of liquor, not 2 different, totally different things. Like, Patron is tequila, Ciroc or Grey Goose is vodka. Like, you don't want to mix anything like that. So that was a bad idea anyways, but I didn't even remember any of this happening. My best friend had to tell me later on, like, you was like, fuck it, let's go to the bar, I'm gonna buy you a drink. And they said they didn't have no more Patron, and you was like, okay, it don't matter, like, give me what y'all got. So we got the drinks, whatever. They were good because I don't think they had took 2 shots the first time like I did. Now this last drink that we got, this is where I think I got roofied. Like I said, the club was so packed, couldn't even really move around. So anybody could have slipped something in my drink. It could have been a bartender, it could have been somebody standing up at the bar, whatever, which I don't see what's the purpose of slipping something in someone's drink if you're not going home with them or whatever, or you know, I don't really get it. But anybody could have slipped something in my drink because it was just so packed. So kind of like at this point, like I said, I don't remember anything. Apparently we were still taking pictures and stuff because I seen the pictures of me looking totally drunk and crazy later on. So after this, I totally don't remember anything. It's like just a black blur, blank, nothing. So what happened was the club closed down and we were leaving, and some of those girls who were there were saying something about me being drunk, and they were trying to like help me to walk. I still had my heels on. I was stumbling all over the place, and my friends were like trying to help me or whatever, and the girl tried to help me, the one who I really didn't know, and I was like, no, I'm good, I don't need your help, my friends got me. Like, this is what my friend told me. I told the girl, and I was like, wow, I was so out of it. So the girl was kind of just like, okay bitch, like fuck you, whatever, like I'm trying to help you out. So we went, and I remembered that we had parked kind of far from the club because we were with some dummies and they didn't even know where to park at. This was a club we went to all the time, so we knew where to park, but they wanted to park somewhere else, so we parked super far. So my boyfriend was supposed to be going to get the car. We got in my best friend's car and I was in her back seat, I remember, and my other friend was back there with me, and my best friend's sister was with us too. So they were in the front seat, and then it was me and my friend in the back seat. And it was so crazy because I was throwing up. Like, I do kind of remember a little bit her pulling my hair back. I had just got my hair done. I had a side part and I had some nice long hair, and I had my hair straight. I was hanging out of the car and I was throwing up, and she was like holding my hair back and pulling it out of my face and making sure I didn't throw up in my hair. Like, she is such a great friend. I've actually known her since I was in elementary school. So hey Angela, if you're watching this, she'll know about this story. Like, she can definitely tell you this is not a lie. But yeah, she held my hair back out of my face and I was just throwing up, and I didn't remember anything. So in the morning, like, I kind of remember being in the car and throwing up, but then after that I kind of didn't remember. Some kind of way we got back with my boyfriend and got in the right car and went back to his place. And it was a lot of people over because a lot of his friends had came in town or whatever to go out for his birthday. So there were a lot of people staying over at the house and stuff. And me and my friend, she wasn't supposed to be staying with us over there. Like, she was just supposed to come and get ready with me and then go stay at her sister's house. But she ended up staying because I was just totally drunk. Like, so like, it's so crazy because in the morning, whenever I woke up and I finally came to, I woke up and I rolled over and my friend was next to me, and I'm like, oh my God. I was like, what happened? And she was like, this was the craziest thing ever. Like, this is the drunkest that I've ever gotten in my life, and I never want to get this drunk again. But I really don't feel like it was just me being drunk. I think that I got roofied. So I was like, what happened? And she was like, oh my God. She was like, oh my God. Like, she was just ready to spill all the tea, and she was like, you got so drunk. She was like, you got so drunk last night. And then she just started telling me all of the stuff. She was like, at the club, you know, we took all these shots. I got real drunk. I was telling the girls that I didn't want their help. She was like, I was throwing up and I was dry heaving. I had never heard that term before, and she's a nurse, so of course she knows all this stuff. So I'm like, what? Dry heaving? What the hell is that? And she was like, you were trying to throw up, but it was nothing coming out. Like, you just kept on, you know, like making a noise or the attempt to try to throw up, and nothing was coming out. So I was like, what the hell? So I was like, yeah, I kind of remember throwing up or whatever. And she was like, yeah. So I was like, but what are you doing here? Like, why are you here? And I was like, what is wrong with my hair? Because I had it like, it was in a ponytail. My hair was tied up, and I felt crazy because I still had my dress on from the night before, but it was raised up over my butt, and then I had like some tights on my legs, but they didn't come all the way up. Like they weren't over my butt, they were just on my legs, and that was it. Like they didn't pull the tights all the way up. So I was like, who did this to my hair, and why I still got this on, and who put these pants on me? And she was like, your boyfriend put the pants on you because she said those guys, like, you know, like his friends, everybody was staying at the house, like I said. So she was like, the guys were like passing the room and stuff, and he didn't want nobody to see you, so he tried to put some pants on you. It's so crazy. She was like, he didn't want nobody to see you, so he tried to put some pants on you, but he couldn't get them up all the way, so he put the pants on, and they just let me sleep in my dress. And she was like, and I pulled your hair back because you were throwing up and you were sweating and hot and stuff. So I was like, okay, really crazy. So I'm still like, why are you still here or whatever? And she was like, I just stayed with you or whatever because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was gonna happen to you. I'm just like in shock, like, oh my God, really did all of this happen and I don't remember shit? Like, it was just the craziest thing ever in life. That was a crazy night, but I had a good time. I haven't got drunk like that in forever. That was a super crazy experience. And then the next day, like in the morning after she got up, she told me everything. She ended up leaving and going to her sister's house, and then my boyfriend came in the room and laid down with me, and I just slept like all day until maybe like 4 o'clock in the evening or something like that. Like I slept really, really late in the day, and whenever I would wake up, I would kind of wake up, say a few things to him. He would ask me if I'm okay, and I would go back to sleep. And I had a hangover. Like I was so drunk still whenever I woke up. Like whenever I woke up and talked to her, I was like kind of okay to talk, and then when he came in, I was kind of okay, and it was like I tried to get up, but then I was like, I'm still drunk and I just need to sleep it off. So I just went back to sleep and I slept as long as I could. And after that, you know, I got something to eat and I was good to go. But that was just so crazy. Like, and it's not a good feeling to wake up the next morning and not remember what happened, or have somebody in bed with you and you don't even know. Like, anything could have happened to me. So thank God that I had my boyfriend and my friend there with me. And also another thing is that it's an apartment and we had to park super far that night to get to the apartment. So she told me that he actually carried me into the house because of course I couldn't walk. But yeah, he carried me in the house, and he is not like a big guy. So I mean, I'm sure he weighs more than me, but he's not a big guy. So he carried me in the house and like threw me over his shoulder. All kinds of craziness. That night was just, it was so crazy. Moral of this story is, don't order shots and drink them back to back. Let the shot kick in first before you order another one, even if the club is super packed. And never mix the liquors, because it's just not a good combination. And really watch around you. Watch the bartender make your drink, or if a guy offers to buy you a drink, stand at the bar with him, you know, while he's ordering the drink. Don't just let him go get it and bring it to you, because that's like an easy way to get roofied. So yeah, that's the moral of this story. The next story time video is gonna be about the time that I lost my virginity. I got caught and busted, and my house also got robbed. Everything happened in this same day. It's just super crazy. So that'll be my next story time video. If you guys have questions, leave them down below, and don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Bye dolls.